I'm a side for Mooney taking lows. Hold up. Green light. Set my mom. Set my live up real quick. Set the live up. Let me see. Let me set it up right. Gotta be able to set this thing up right so they can. Oh, what's going on? Shout out to the live. Shout out everybody tapping in right now. Y'all already know what's going on. Feel my struggle. Let me see. I gotta be able to set this up. Last time they said they couldn't hear me. So, what's these filters? I don't need no filter on my shit. No filter is good. I don't need no filter. My shit tight woofing right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Get my shit cut or done sooner or later. I don't know. Anyway, so look, feel my struggle, right? So today is Valentine's Day. I want to say first and foremost, happy Valentine's Day to everybody that participate in the holiday. I do it because the female in my life, it's for them. I feel like certain holidays is just for the females, not too much for, the men and shit like that. But like I said, nevertheless, happy Valentine's Day to those people, everybody that celebrated. Feel my struggle. So today we're gonna talk about, I wanna talk about the envy in men, jealousy. I want to talk about prospering, but let's run through these. Yo, listen. Sometimes in life, as men, I think that because we don't achieve certain things and we see somebody else do it, we grow some type of envy. And it should be motivation. You feel what I'm saying? It should never be envious. It should never be a point where we think negative of that person because they achieve something we want to achieve. Ghost the Great, shout out to my boy, man. I appreciate you tapping in. And you could chime in on this subject, Ghost. But yeah, so, sometimes I see it, especially now lately that I've been like achieving and prospering. I see a lot of envy. I see a lot of slick shit, a lot of jealous, weird shit. Like you would be surprised how many people you got problems with that you never knew you had problems with until you start becoming successful. You get what I'm saying? Like people start coming out the woodwork, like, damn man, you had a problem with me the whole time or some shit. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just a ploy. I think it's just a way to still like somehow get to you. You feel what I'm saying? Because honestly, I don't know where the fuck it come from. But I do know that success breeds envy. You dig what I'm saying? Because the more you achieve what others can't achieve, it grow an envy in them. You know what I mean? And that's just something that they deal with in themselves. You know what I mean? But I think as men, you gotta conquer that and understand, like, yo, this person ain't doing nothing to me. He only doing what I want to do, and I still gotta achieve to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? And not let that, become a point of like you get jealous of a nigga because he doing something. Like, nah, you know what I mean? And I start seeing it now so much. You feel me? Like, and it's crazy, right? Oh, my sister up here. I love you so much, sis. No cap, my big sister in the building. That just made my day. I'm gonna be riding high. Happy Valentine's Day too, sis. So yeah, and I try to tell people all the time, like, yo, if you knew what I had to go through to get here, you wouldn't want to take my path. You feel me? See, a lot of people only see the results. They don't see the grind. They don't see the struggle. They don't know what I had to go through to get here. Trust me, you won't want to just take this path. This wasn't an easy path. And I'm not just talking about music. I'm talking about in life. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about in life. So this shit, you got to kind of, you know what I mean? Be careful what you wish for, because a person to see you being successful and start envying, like, bro, you don't want to go through what I went through. You know what I mean? The shit that I survived would have killed you. When Fabio Foreign said that, I felt that. The shit that I survived, that I had to go through, would have killed you. You know? I seen the circumstances that I went through in life do so much damage to others, bro. I promise you. I seen niggas just go, look, I seen people go to prison for not even 10 years. I did 10. I seen people go to prison for 7 years and lose their mind. Like, mentally, you gotta be strong to survive that. You feel me? Like, you gotta have a strong mental to be able to sit in that place with that much torture and shit going on and still keep your mental intact. And I seen people lose it all, man. You feel what I'm saying? I seen people like something in their brain pop to where it's just, and they never been the same. You feel me? So it's like, you got to be careful what you ask for. You see a person being successful, you see all the things that he accomplished, but you don't know that man walk of life. You don't know what that man went through to get to there. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't think it's cool for anybody to ever be envious of somebody else, and I definitely don't think it's cool for anybody to be jealous. You don't know what that person went through to get there. You know what I mean? You don't know what the sacrifices was. You don't know the walk of life. You just see the end result, and it's like, if he could do what I could do, and it's like, you sure you want to go through what he went through? You dig what I'm saying? Like, are you sure you want to do that? Because him just making it in this, you know, wasn't the end all be all. You feel what I'm saying? And we got a little guest in here. Hey. Feel My Struggle podcast. I'm about to give y'all a sneak peek because it's Valentine's Day. What's up? That's my daughter, wife. What's going on? And they're here.
Hello.
This is the building. Anyway, back to the chat though. Back to the chat. Yeah, so unless you know a person walk of life, like, you should never have envy to them. You know what I mean? Because everything I had to go through built me to get here. We at times, you know, we see people be successful because, like I said, when you see somebody achieve something you want to achieve, it's natural in your mind because we humans. I could do that. But it's like, how did they get there? And sometimes it might not be the hard way. Sometimes it might be another way. My sister said she wants to see her niece. We should. This Sharetta, bro. My sister said she's so beautiful.
Thank you.
But yeah, you don't know what a person walk of life. You don't know what he had to go through. You feel what I'm saying? My sister could attest to all the shit I had to go through. Not only as a man, but the things I had to learn in life. You feel what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of wars, a lot of scars, a lot of hard-headed things, a lot of things that I can't get back. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of time that I can't get back. So you will see me be successful now, and people that's from where I'm from will make it get the idea like it's easy. Nah, it ain't easy. It ain't easy to stay, to have ton of. You want to go by mommy, or you want to play with the remote? You controlling that TV over there. You know that, right?
I'm trying to put them out there.
And yeah, you know, you don't know a person walk of life, and I think that as people, we gotta be more delicate and understand though that people go through things. So when I see somebody that achieves something, I'm always looking at it like, oh, why? First of all, that's good for them, but second of all, I don't know their story. You know what I mean? And unless you know somebody's story, it's like, how could you prejudge them? How could you prejudge anything without? How could you judge a book without knowing the pages, without knowing the facts of anything? You know what I mean? And we jump to a conclusion where it's like, oh yeah, well this is, nah, it's different. It's different. It's different. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might could get there, but you might got to go through some fire. You might got to climb some barbed wires. You might got to take a couple lashings. You might got to go hungry for a couple days. I really had to go through a lot of shit to build me to get to the point where I'm at. You know what I mean? And that's just to build focus. You know? I had to take a lot of losses. To be grateful for the things that I do have. I had to take a lot of losses to appreciate the small shit. And the small shit carries me through life. When I don't have all of the good things, all of the big things, I be so grateful for the small shit. You feel me? That my mood stay up, that I stay happy because I know what it's like to have it all taken away. You know? So it's like, do you want to go through that kind of torture to gain that kind of discipline? It ain't easy, man. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't easy. I told people in 20 shit, I told people in I told my family for a long time, but I told everybody in like 2015, 2014, right before I was coming home from prison, during the 8.5 years and shit, right? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do music. And I came home 2016, I told my sister, I told my nephew, I told everybody, I said, look, I'm gonna do music. Now, a lot of shit didn't go the way I wanted it to, because I wanted to stay out the streets, you know what I mean? I wanted to not go back to jail, I wanted to do a lot of shit. But through it all, I kept the same tunnel vision of I'm gonna do music. I'm like, this is my passion, this is what I love, this is what I'm gonna do. Years later, things might have fell off. I might have been inconsistent with certain parts, but the music I stayed consistent with. I never gave up on myself. Even when other people gave up on me, I never gave up on myself. You feel what I'm saying? So it took that to get here. You know? Like people will see you be successful and they don't realize you got to go through a lot of side looks. You know what side looks mean? Them shits hurt. When shit ain't working out for you and you ain't popping in the music and numbers ain't going up and people start looking at you like, well, when you gonna quit? When you gonna do something else? Cause they would have gave up a long time ago when shit wasn't clicking for them. When you gonna do and they start looking at you like, well, that shit ain't paying. Like when you you know what I mean? You gotta have that determination in yourself to keep going. Like, you know what? I know it's gonna work for me. And it ain't on y'all time. It's on my time. And it ain't on my time when I say I want to work, but it's when God give it to me. When God bless me and allow me to receive my blessings. That's when it's going to come through. You feel what I'm saying? And it took years for me to work, and now I'm receiving my blessings, man. You know? We gaining numbers everywhere. We gaining traction everywhere. So you got to have a strong mindset to be successful. You got to believe in yourself when nobody else believe in you. You know what I mean? And you got to appreciate the small shit. Because sometimes we want the big win. But you got to appreciate the small battles along the way to keep you motivated. Like, I might didn't go platinum, but I just gained 20 fans. So I'm 20 fans more than I had before. You dig what I'm saying? It was a time where I used to put my songs on SoundCloud and my shit used to get 200 plays for a month. You know what I mean? Now I drop a song, 200 plays in the first couple minutes. So, you know, you got to appreciate the small elevation, man, because I think at times we want instant gratification. And like I said, people don't see the hard work you put in, you know, and they want instant gratification. A person to see me doing numbers and assume automatically I could do that shit, and you can. You can do it. I'm not telling you can't do it, but I'm telling you, you might have to go through all of the shit I went through. Don't think you could just jump in this and do exactly what I'm doing, just like I can't jump in this and do exactly what somebody else doing. A lot of people want results without putting the work in. You got to put the work in. You know what I mean? You got to put the work in. You got to stay consistent, my nigga, and you got to have tunnel vision. That's it. You got to be accepting of the failures. You got to be accepting of the shortcomings. You feel me? You got to accept that and still walk through it, though. Understand that everything ain't going to be a home run. You might get a base hit. You feel me? You might not knock the shit out the park all the time. You might only get on first base. You might get a high fly ball and get struck out. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But this come with it. But just don't give up, though. A lot of people, you will see them do something for 6 months, maybe a year. They out of it, man. It's over for that shit. It's over. They stop. Then they try to start the engine again. The problem with that is, right, when you start something and it's already in motion, it's easier to continue in motion than stopping and starting again. You take more energy when you stop and start up again to get it moving in motion than if you would continue if it's in motion. So when you already in motion, just keep going. It might slow down, but keep pushing. Because trust me, if it stopped, it's going to be harder to start it up again. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you're going slow and you catch a break, you can gain traction. This is life. This is physics. You know what I mean? What I'm telling you right now is just physics, but this is the law. This is the way things work. So never let jealous and envy enter your heart, man, and always work towards everything you want. You feel what I'm saying? It took me some time to learn that as far as with the music shit, because listen, man. It's been time. How many times I wanted to give up on this music shit?
You retired
I retired like I fake retired like 5 times with this music shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm done with this shit. I never really stopped though. I'm the type person that say I'm retiring and then drop a music video a week later. You feel what I'm saying? But you definitely get in the modes where you like, man, I'm done with this shit. You feel me? But I only get into the modes because I feel like I'm the nicest though. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm one of the greats. Like I feel like I'm one of the best. Like I feel like if you dissect my lyrics and you understand what I'm saying, this ain't no regular rap. This shit ain't normal. You know? This shit is masterful. I took years. I took 40 notebooks of writing, reading literature, understanding how to paraphrase and put my words together, and you know what I mean? So it took a lot, you know, to break down similes, metaphors, and I really studied the language, and you know what I mean? So but even though you know you still got the talent, you got to put the work in. I forget the saying they say hard work beats talent if talent don't work hard. I believe that's the saying. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to lose you on that. I believe that's the saying and shit though. But anyway, moving forward, let me catch y'all up on some things. So King Slizzy 3 out right now. We almost at 500,000 streams independently. No promotion, so I appreciate all the support on King Slizzy 3. I feel like that too, bro. Hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. That's a fact. So King Slizzy 3 out now. We almost at 500,000 streams on that. King Slizzy 2 is at 720,000 streams collectively. So we almost at 1 million streams on that. And they both going up gradually. So I appreciate all the support on King Slizzy 2 and King Slizzy 3. I got some new videos I'm gonna shoot. Like I said, I really gotta sit down and just and you know, figure out what I want to do. I don't want my next video to be like my last video. I don't want it to just be me standing somewhere. I don't want it to be a bunch of moving parts that don't make sense either. I want that shit to be a storyline. So I got to take some time and write that. Until then, I got videos out that, you know, you could go chop it up and press rewind on. Shout to my YouTube too, man, because y'all been really popping in. Like, I see y'all. We get into 11s, 15s, and things like that. That's I appreciate the support on YouTube, man. YouTube Live is y'all doing y'all thing. I appreciate the support on that. I got the movie Hotels coming out. Shout to Miami Tip from doing that. I got the TV show with BT Williams called Young Boy coming out. I shoot my final scene Sunday. I'm supposed to be going to Houston tomorrow for a show, so I'm trying to see if the logistics gonna fall through and that back end, you know, that front end gonna touch. So everything go good. I'll be in Houston. I'll pop out for a day for that. March coming up, I'm in South by Southwest, Austin, Texas. We fucking up Austin, Texas. Know what I mean? So, yeah, we got some work going on, man. We definitely got some work going on. And my shit busting out the beef patty. I was in the gym earlier getting real busy on you hoes. You know what I mean? Shit busting out the beef patty gang. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day. If I ain't said, I said it already earlier, but happy Valentine's Day to everybody that celebrate Valentine's Day. For me personally, I could care less about Valentine's Day, but because I know the woman in my life cares about Valentine's Day, I gotta care about it. So Valentine's Day is for your lady. For me, of course, I love what come with Valentine's Day because you get them extra little, you know what I mean? But other than that, yeah, I start thinking that most holidays in United States is meant for you to spend money. For real. Like, this shit just one big scheme for you to constantly spend some money on something. You feel me? Every month, it's 2 holidays. I forget the exact number they said Americans spend on money a year. It was something like 10 to 12,000 a year, though, right? Between 8 to 12,000, they say, that we spend on holidays. So, you know, at that rate, you're going to stay broke for a long fucking time. You ain't going to have no money to invest in nothing. Bounce TV play all the old shows. Is she turning the channel? Okay. And we're out. And it's been 20 minutes. Hey, I appreciate everybody tapping in to Feel My Struggle podcast, chopping it up with me. We're going back here. We're going to be back live later on tonight at 8 o'clock. We're gonna get into the real topics of discussion. We're gonna be talking about women, men, and abuse. And what is considered abuse? It's never cool for a man to hit a woman, or in what instance do you feel like it'd be justified for a man to hit a woman? Me personally, let me just tell y'all, in a relationship, I think it's never justified for a man to hit his woman. Outside of that, if a female hits you like outside somewhere, watch out, bitch. I might check your. No, man, but inside a relationship, all jokes aside, it's never cool for you to hit your queen ever. What else we gonna be talking about? We're gonna be talking about sports, boxing. The sport of boxing, is it dying or is it coming back? Me personally, I feel like it's, getting slow as far as who, the best fights and what's going on. And we're talking about branding today. I got it in my book bag. The subject of branding, how do you brand? How do you market yourself? What is a brand? And all the street guys that's from the trap understand what, branding is and shit. So appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Y'all already know what's up, man. South.